Madam President.
Senator from Kansas.
Madam President, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to be here on the Senate floor this morning, and in a sense, I'm intruding upon the discussion about unemployment insurance extension. But I wanted to take just a few minutes to highlight the life of a Kansan who passed in late 2013. At the end of the year, I learned of the death of a resident of Parsons, Kansas, in the southeast corner of our state. E.J. Sonny Zetmeir was a person of such optimism and so engaged in improving the lives of other people. I wanted to highlight just for a moment and pay my respects to him and his family. The community of Parsons really lost one of its greatest champions when Sonny Zetmeir passed away. His humor and selflessness truly made an incredible impact upon that community. Sonny had moved to Parsons, Kansas from Grandview, Missouri with his parents in 1965, and along with a company that his family owned that made cabinets. The company was called Grandview Products. And he originally agreed with his family to stay in Parsons just for a year to help get the business off the ground in its new location. But his commitment to his family, to his family's business, it just continued to grow, and he never left. He went on to purchase the company from his parents when they retired in 1982, and he helped build it into an outstanding cabinet-making business that it is today. Under his leadership, Grandview Products grew from a local small business with 24 employees to a $50 million company with 430 employees shipping cabinets from coast to coast. Today, the company is the largest employer in Parsons, and it also owns a facility in the neighboring community of Cherryvale. Sonny's legacy as a businessman is rivaled only by his commitment to his community and improving the lives of others around him. As president and CEO of Grandview Products, he cared deeply about the health and well-being of his employees and their families. Through the recession of 2008, he fought hard to keep the company's doors open and to keep as many employees as possible at work. When Grandview Products regained its footing, he worked to bring many of the former employees back to work. And even when he received the devastating cancer diagnosis that would ultimately take his life just a few weeks later, Sonny's thoughts immediately went to the well-being of his employees and their families. His wife, Sophia, relayed this story about just his final weeks. She says his number one concern was the company and its employees. It wasn't just his employees, it was the families that he was responsible for. Sonny was able to have a meeting with 216 employees. First, he announced they all got a raise so that they wouldn't be afraid for their futures. No raises had been given for 5 years because of the recession. He said, we're making money now so everybody can have a raise. Then he told them who was going to be running what department within the company, and then he told them how sick he was. But his concerns for others and selflessness extended well beyond just that business. He was passionate about Grandview Products being a locally owned company, and he felt a calling to serve the community that it was in through his service. Over the years, Sonny donated cabinets to community projects, churches, and schools throughout the Parsons community. He also encouraged his employees to be charitable in whatever capacity they were able to do. In fact, Sonny was so dedicated to giving back to the local community that he'd only buy Girl Scout cookies from the Girl Scouts in his home county of Labette in Montgomery County. His service honors and achievements are numerous, but they include 2 terms as a trustee of Labette Community College and chairman of its Capital Fund campaign, 6 years as Republican County chairman in Labette County, board member of the Meadowlark Girl Scout Council, and many years as president of Parsons Area Community Foundation. Sonny was named Parsons Chamber Business Person of the Year and the Kansas State Chamber Employer of the Year in 2003. He received the Kansas Manufacturers Association Management Appreciation Award in 2007, and in 2008 he was chosen to receive the Cardinal Citation Award by Labette Community College. And since 1985, the Zetmeirs have co-sponsored the 4th of July fireworks at Marvell Park in Parsons. I've always believed that what we do here in the nation's capital is important, but the reality is that we change the world one person at a time. So while what we do in the United States Senate matters, so much more is accomplished by a person like Sonny. Sonny Zetmeir's lived the life. And by investing his time and talents and financial support into the community where he lived, he made a difference every day. His involvement in the community and his selflessness serves as an inspiration and should be a role model for every American. Sonny was married to his wife for 51 years and was a devoted father to their 3 daughters, Ellen, Joan, and Amy. And I would ask the Senate today to join me in extending our sympathies to Sonny's wife and his family as they begin this new year in the absence of their loved one. He was loved by them, and he will be greatly missed. If one's value in life is determined by whether or not you made a difference while you were here on this earth, Sonny's life was priceless. God bless him, and let him be a role model for all of us. Thank you, Madam President.